All right, welcome back, YouTubers. We're about to do our K's, and here we go. The first one we're gonna do is Kill Bill, Volume 1, and next Kill Bill 2, Volume 2. Great Quentin Tarantino films. Next up, we got Kids Stay in the Picture. Next up, we got the King of Rock and Roll as Kid Callahan. Next up, we got Bruce Willis in The Kid. Next up, we got Nicolas Cage and a whole bunch of others. Kick-Ass. Next up, we got Kick-Ass 2. I know they released the 4K Steelbook like this one is a Steelbook 4K. They released the second one just now, this one. And I will be picking that up eventually to replace that one, but still, that's good for now. Next up, we got the John Landis first movie, not his first movie, but the one that got him the job for Animal House, Kentucky Fried Movie, written for the screen by the guys who did Airplane. Next up, we got Clint Eastwood, Don Rickles, Donald Sutherland, and Telly Savalas in Kelly's Heroes. Next up, we got Jeffrey Hunter. Oops, I hit my. And the Kings of Kings. Next up, we got the extended cut of Peter Jackson's King Kong and the Steelbook. It's a Blu-ray. Next up, we got Jessica Lange, Jeff Bridges in the 1976 remake King Kong. This is a Shout Factory release, I believe. Or Scream Factory, one of the two. But it's awesome. Next up, we got Jessica Alba and Casey Affleck and The Killer Inside Me. And we also got Kate Hudson in this also. Almost forgot. Next up, we got some Robert De Niro, Jason Statham, and Clive Owen in Killer Elite. Next up, we got in a John Woo film, we got some Chow Yun-Fat in The Killer. Next up, we got one of them Universal DVRs, Killdozer. Next up, we got Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Next up, we got Woody Harrelson and Randy Quaid in Kingpin, directed by the Farrelly brothers. Bill Murray is also in this. Wow. I'm just saying, wow. Next up, we got Christopher Walken in The King of New York. Next up, we got King of the Lost World. Kind of a King Kong kind of movie ripoff or something. I don't know. I got it when Blockbuster was going out of Hollywood Video was going out of business. All right. Next up, we got some. We got some Kung Fu Panda, Jack Black. Next up, we got some Kung Fu Panda 2. Followed by Kung Fu Panda 3. And Kung Fu Panda Secrets of the Masters. Oh. All right, our next movie is Knowing with Nicolas Cage. Then we got some Jim Belushi and K-9. Followed by George A. Romero's Night Riders. Very underrated film by him, but it's good. Then we got some Scott Glenn and The Keep. Followed by Meg Ryan and Hugh Jackman and Kate and Leopold. And next up, we got the Karate Kid Steelbook 4K release. It has all the Cobra Kai. I wonder why they did that way. Next up, we got Karate Kid 2, The Story Continues. Followed by Ralph Macchio and Pat Morita, of course. I wasn't mentioned name. The Karate Kid Part 3. No, I don't have the next Karate Kid. Not yet, at least. All right, we got Brad Pitt and Juliette Lewis, David Duchovny, and Michelle Forbes in California. Next up, we got Ridley Scott's Kingdom of Heaven. Next up, we got Arnold Schwarzenegger in Kindergarten Cop. Then we got a movie called Kill Me 3 Times. Simon Pegg there. Next up, we got Eric Stoltz in Killing Zoe. Next up, we got Brad Pitt in Killing Them Softly. Next up, we got Arnold Schwarzenegger in Killing Gunther. Next up, we got The Killing Fields. Excuse me. Next up, we got Morgan Freeman and Kiss the Girls. Next up, we got Kiss Kiss of the Dam. Kiss of the Dam. That little fine printing right there. Without my glasses on, it's hard to read sometimes. But it's Kiss of the Damned. And finally, to wrap up the K's, the original 1933 classic, King Kong. That's right, the original King Kong. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, see ya.